I asked to see you because I decided I wanted a meeting about the way the new social graces work is going
Yeah,
in your team.
yeah.
I noticed you looked a bit apprehensive when I said that.
Uh, yeah. I think, oh, I don't want to sound really negative. I'm going to sound, right, I'm just going to say it. So, some of the guys in the team are working really well with it and are
Yeah,
feeling really quite confident with it. You know, they're really nailing down their care act assessments. They're really looking at the packages of care and support. They're really right and appropriate. You know, they're working really well, and I'm really pleased, and it's working well.
right.
But I did actually want to talk to you about David.
Okay.
I think he's struggling, and I kind of don't know how to unstruggle him. That's a bad way of
Okay.
putting it, but so he's got this allocation, and it's a trans woman called Sophie, a
Yeah.
little bit older. Um,
Mm.
I, I think David is struggling with her, and
Okay.
t- I'm struggling myself to talk to David about her because he's quite conservative,
Right.
um,
Okay.
and I don't. He obviously has his, you know, he's got protective belief under the Equality Act, so I'm not wanting
Mm.
to tread on toes in any shape or form.
Yeah.
But I could really just do with a steer about the best way round, because I don't think he's really engaging with Sophie as he should do. That's cards on the
Right.
table, really, if I'm
Okay.
honest.
Okay. Well, I'll put my cards on the table. I was aware that there were things that weren't being put in the case notes by David,
Yeah,
because I'd looked at, we've been tracking things, and not just David but everybody, just to see how, obviously, how the new processes are going, and we want to
yeah,
know that people are using them effectively. So
yeah,
part of it is meetings like this with you, and with your, not just you but with other people in your position as well,
yeah.
because I know you're working hard to try and embed this. And it seems what you're saying to me is that David is finding this a bit of a challenge.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. He's usually, you know, quite excited about the work he's doing. He's really engaging, and you know, his records really kind of, you know, they really reflect that passion and that enthusiasm. But I just think that maybe his kind of religious beliefs,
Right.
not to put too fine a point on it, is the thing that might be tripping him up slightly.
What's the next step after you've made it clear that it's Sophie you want to talk about, and how are you going to? I'm just thinking, how are you going to get to those issues? Because I guess I might be wrong here, but I think you're saying you're feeling stuck. Is there a block still there for you about how you get David to talk about it and focus on it?
Yeah, what I've been thinking about is, I guess, to ask him how he thinks it's going with Sophie,
Yeah.
given that there isn't much written down, given that he's not chit-chatting like his usual self about her,
Yeah.
um, and see if I can get him. So rather than me, because I don't want to be, you know, I'm going to accuse you. I don't want to say
Mm.
that. I want to say, you know, based on, there's quite a difference to how you would usually talk about people that you're working with.
Yeah.
How do you think that might be coming across to Sophie when you're talking to her?
Right. Okay. So what I'm just hearing you say there, Jenny, is that there are a few ideas. You've got a few areas. I'm just wondering how now, if you want, we can sit and sort of think through what might happen next in a couple of those. So you
Yeah,
feel, I don't know, it's up to you. If you
yeah,
feel they're more prepared for any for him trying to slide away from it, or
yeah,
in fact, he might feel aggrieved and angry about it, or he might, I don't know, whatever
yeah.
you think. How do you think he's likely to react when you do that?
I do think he will try and kind of bit of opacity, and I think he might well start trying to talk about other clients. So I am going to have to
Yeah,
keep pulling him
yeah,
back and remind him this is just an update about Sophie.
yeah.
Um, I don't think he's going. I think his potentially he is going to be as anxious about being discriminatory towards Sophie as I am anxious about feeling that I'm being discriminatory towards his protected beliefs.
Right. I think you might be right. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.